Guys, it's your girl Victoria back to you with another review for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 10, Episode 27, called No Scrap Left Behind. This is not the end, guys. We have not only part one of the reunion next week, we also have part two. And then after that, I gotta go right back into Love and Hip Hop to do the family reunion. So, oh yeah, Mondays ain't over no time soon. But we just gonna start off where they started off at here, and that's Kendra's mom and her brother. They finally came into town because of Kendra, because she called them over here. They didn't necessarily say, "Oh, we coming to visit." She made them come over so she could let them know what's going on because Jock is trying to be MIA, and per Kendra, she's like he's making this whole using his mom as an excuse not to be there. He's still going to work and all that stuff, but he don't want to be there. And I mean, from what he says, I guess she's right. But at the same time, it's like we're really gonna have him visiting his mom for chemo, being there as a support for his mom as an excuse. I don't think that's an excuse. If roles were reversed, you would be pissed off that he would say that you used your mother as an excuse because of her chemo. So Kendra, please save it. But they come in and she's telling them what done happened with Jock and whatnot. So the mom was like, "Oh, I thought I was gonna come here to hear news that I'm about to be a nana and all that stuff, but to hear this is heartbreaking." The brother said he would have told her to run because most people are who they are. And the mom's just like, "You married him?" Exactly. Thank you. Yes. You married him. And Kendra, she tried to make it seem like, "Yeah, I know. Da, 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 da." Kendra, at the end of the day, you married him. You ain't going to leave him. It is what it is. But the mom does get emotional because it hurts her. She wanted better for her daughter. We all did too, mama. We all wished, better for Kendra, knowing where, when we first saw her in Love and Hip Hop, to see how she is now. I mean, it's disappointing, and probably more so for you, obviously, since you're the mom and all that stuff. But I mean, you gotta look at the TV show for what it is, right? She did what she did, and that's it, mama. She gonna stick beside him no matter what. So that's it. We move on to Bambi and Sierra. They talk. Erica comes back with fresh new hair and looking refreshed. I don't know, she was doing some things the night before with a female or a male or both. I don't know how she rolled, but she was just looking very refreshed. They tell her what happened. I mean, maybe she was just getting her hair done the whole day. I don't know. But I guess she was only gone for one day. And they tell her what happened at Shekinah's crying tour, what happened at the pool party the day before. Something fell. Oh, well, I'll pick it up later. And she's just kind of shocked a little bit. Like, "Oh, is that the one that he was sending flowers to?" Yes, it was. I think he admitted to that, or maybe the girl admitted to that, because I think she got a confessional. She has a confessional for like 2 seconds. It doesn't matter, whatever. They just going through all that stuff. And she proceeds to tell us, Erica, about the custody battle and that he be trying to get under her skin and all that stuff. But she just going to move forward, stay positive. So Bambi and Sierra agrees. Then we move on to Spice, who's getting ready for the Grammys. She's nervous, understandable. Of course, Justin's with her 24/7. But Carly and Mita are also there, and they're getting ready. Carly briefly brings up what happened, at the pool party, but nothing else to talk about. They're just getting ready, so that's cool. We move on to Jock. He finally meets with Kendra, her mom, and her brother, and he admits his wrongdoings. And the mom says she can't respect Jock because of, hurting her daughter like this. So Jock apologizes in his own way. He doesn't directly apologize, but indirectly apologizes. So the mom said that's just all words and actions speak volumes. Okay, you could go through this whole trying to lecture him, make him feel bad and all that stuff. He talking about he feel the wrath of the mom and the brother. From what I've seen, ain't no wrath that's really going upon you. You ain't getting attacked really. She's talking in a calm tone, in a direct tone, in a tone that's like, okay, you saying this, but it's not gonna do nothing for me. Saying things and doing things are two completely different things, which is understandable. But at the same time, you've been dealing with Jock for how many years, knowing your daughter with him. Your daughter been dealing with, she told us she knew about the baby, and she probably already knew about Mita, but who knows what else they've been dealing with that they didn't tell us. So at this point, okay, whatever. Okay, he apologized. She doesn't really accept, but she kind of just wants him to do better. We'll see if that actually happens. I don't know. And that's it. We go move back on to Spice. And the crew, they head to the Grammys in a limo, singing, drinking, having fun or whatnot, pre-gaming, all that stuff. They get to the Grammys. Spice is taking pictures. She's in good spirits and stuff. So everything's going good. All right, cool. We move on to Shekinah. I guess she's setting up to throw Spice a party post-Grammys, maybe like an after party. And I guess it's at a movie theater inside of a actual room. Mama D comes early to talk to Shekinah. She still heard about Scrappy cussing her out. Continue to be her, Mama D, because all you do is care about yourself. And then everybody starts showing up. Mimi showed up after Mama D. And Mimi did not talk once this whole episode. We didn't see no confessionals from Mimi, which I was a little disappointed because after not seeing Mimi for a long time, I wish she had more to say, but ain't none of the drama really towards her. So she just staying out of this. She just showing face to be like, okay, I'm one of the originals that's still here. I come to do my little, what do they call it? The little pop-ins type of thing. So, okay, she showed up. We got to see how pretty she looks. But I wish she would have spoken more. But, I mean, when you're not in the drama no more, what is there to say, really? I mean, we could have gotten some eating shots of her eating a burrito again. But, okay, whatever. Okay. Everybody started coming in. And when Bambi and Scrappy came in, Mama D was uncomfortable. Like, oh, gosh, here we go. Mama D, is really your fault. All this riffraff you feeling between Scrappy, Bambi, and you, it's because of you. So if you want to be uncomfortable, feel uncomfortable with yourself. But before we get to them talking, let's see. No, actually, no. It's going to go to them because Scrappy's saying Mama D blocked him on social media. She trying to be petty. And while everybody's trying to mingle, Mama D pulls Scrappy to the side to talk. Of course, it turns into an argument. Mama D is wanting to just play victim and saying Scrappy disrespecting her by talking to her in a bad tone or whatnot. So, of course, the fact that she's not really trying to listen to what Scrappy's trying to say, he's pissed off. He goes off. He starts punching balloons and shaking the table, as K. Michelle said back in the day. Shout out to K. Michelle. She's not on the show no more. Okay. But, he's shaking the table, flinging off shot glasses off the table and whatnot. Baby trying to calm him down. Everybody else trying to calm him down. But you can't calm him down. And, he's going off to his mom. And I put in my notes probably decades of built up frustration. So, understandably so. Mama D, she's holding her own because she ain't new to this. She true to this. So, people going off really is not going to make her flinch. But she probably just like, my son is talking to me like this. I'm a 58-year-old woman. I shouldn't be talked to like this, especially for my son. So, because she's an elder, so she feel like she shouldn't be disrespected, even though she feel like she can say whatever she wants to everybody else. Okay, so then it goes to commercial for dramatic effect. Comes back from commercial for dramatic effect. Scrappy walks out. Everyone tries to tell Mama D she's wrong, and she won't hold herself accountable for nothing. Mama D still putting it all on Scrappy that he's disrespecting her. Okay. At the end of the day, yes, I do personally feel like Mama D, the fact that you don't realize your wrongdoings in a situation is a problem. But at the same time, I'm not going to continue to try to have a conversation with someone who's delusional, who don't think they did nothing wrong. So you can maybe talk to them one time, but once I see, oh, okay, you're going to still, oh, it's not my fault, it's the other person's fault. Then how many times I have to talk to you? There's no point to talk to you more than once. I'm going to try to talk to you as an adult once. And if I see you not necessarily not comprehending, but you're not really listening to listen, the conversation's over. So she's going to believe what she wants to believe. Just leave her be. Everybody trying to talk. No. And of course, in this mode, she already is defensive enough as it is to begin with. So So now that everybody's trying to tell her she's wrong, she's really going to be on the defense side because now she feels like she's one person standing against 5 billion people and trying to be pushed into a corner. So, of course, that's not the right way to talk to her either. So, granted, it's not the right situation and everybody telling her she's wrong, you're going to feel defensive and feel like, okay, everybody just want to point the finger at me. But at the same time, she delusional too because she don't think she did nothing wrong either. So that's a problem. But you're not going to get no, okay, let's get through this when everybody's just be like, Mama D, you do. No. Anyway, it ain't no point to talk to Mama D because, like I said, she don't see like she did anything wrong in this situation because we'll get to that in a couple scenes later. But anyway, we get back to Spice. She's having a good time at the Grammys, and they announce the Grammy for the best reggae album, and it goes to Soulja, not Soulja Boy, Soulja. I guess it's a white reggae group. Excuse me, from Vermont or wherever they said they were. Everybody was looking confused. I'm confused because I don't know who the hell they are. I never heard of them. Just like everybody's saying that I never heard. I don't know who they are. I don't know. I don't know. So everybody was kind of confused. Spice was just like, if she would have lost, she would thought she would lose to someone else, someone greater. She didn't say the names, but we all know who, But the fact that she lost to Soulja is interesting, and like everybody said, it's rigged. And everyone's disappointed, but they still celebrate her anyway when she, shows up with Mita, Justin, and Carly. They're taking shots and whatnot, and Safari shows up. So then that's when it goes to commercial for dramatic effect. Comes back from commercial for dramatic effect because they did this exact same thing last episode at the pool party. So Safari telling us he don't want no drama with nobody. He's just coming to support Spice, and he's trying to just leave it be at that. But it's not going to be that way because this is Love and Hip Hop. So we get to Scrappy. He comes back and he talks to Mama D. He said, F the cameras. He says what he had to say. And, Mama D's still not really understanding where he's coming from. But I guess she tries to make it seem like she understands, but she really doesn't. So then he goes into his perspective as a child, growing up with his mom, and what he had to see and endure. So, of course, this causes everybody else to be emotional in the room. And even Scrappy gets emotional. Mama D hugs him and says something to the effect of, oh, I can't change her diaper no more. So that told me, okay, everything he said, pouring his heart out to you, it really didn't resonate with you. It's like it went in one ear, not the other. It's like you hearing it and you'd be like, oh, okay, what you dealt with as a child. Okay, so you kind of know he dealt with a lot, but it's like you're not really addressing the issue. You're kind of just, okay, let me just hug you and let it be. That's it. And you'll be better. No. I mean, obviously having one conversation for one night, especially in front of everybody, cameras, all that stuff, it's not going to heal all those years, decades of trauma. But at the same time, I would have wished that you were more accepting of your role in it instead of just being like, okay, let me just hug you and it's going to be okay. No, that's not. You're just trying to sweep it under the rug, but that's not going to resolve the issue. I mean, he needs therapy. Now with Mama D, just personal one-on-one therapy with a therapist, but I don't know. Like I said, Mama D is Mama D. She's not going to see her wrongdoings and nothing. I hope one day she does come to a realization of what she done did in her past that may have affected her kids, but until then, this is what y'all get. This is what we get of Mama D. So anywho, everybody cries, and then it goes to commercial. It comes back from commercial for dramatic effect, and Mama D saying that she's gonna forgive Scrappy and his wife because they're family. So, like I said, this is when another point when I'm just like, okay, so you took nothing from this whole situation. You took nothing from this because you literally said in your words you're gonna forgive them. Not you hoping that they forgive you for all the stuff you done did in the past, but that you're gonna forgive them. So I'm like, okay, this is over. I'm not gonna feel no type of way for you, Mama D, because you're not taking no accountability. You don't feel like you did nothing wrong. Then you know what? It's over. And I'm so sad and upset for Scrappy because he's trying to be vulnerable with you and let it all out of what he's dealt with and what he's still dealing with, and you have yet to even, I feel like, acknowledge it. So, all right, that's the way you feel, Mama D, then, be gone. And We have Shekinah. She makes a speech. Carly's annoyed. Erica tells her to stop. Safari boos her. Shekinah's like, no, I'm going to stay where I want to stay. So she goes and completes her speech. Kind of low-key, indirectly brings up Safari and Erica's situation. And Safari doesn't want to hear none of that, but then we get Erica. She tells, now it's her time to be vulnerable and tell about all the stuff she has to do with Safari. And he keeps trying to hurt her, so she's trying to tell Safari to stop trying to hurt her. And at the end of the day, the kids love him. The kids look like, well, no, she said they look like her, but especially their son, his personality is Safari. So she says what she has to say. Safari's kind of in that same boat. Mama D is like, you don't feel like you did nothing wrong. So he says in the confessional, not out loud to them, but in the confessional to us, that he's not at the point. There's no point of saying anything. So he's just not going to say nothing. But at the end of the day, they're done. Ain't nothing else to go through with them. That's it. But let's go to the beginning of the season, way back when, or beginning of the second half of the season, because, this is part B of the season. You were just crying on the couch with Erica, talking about, I can't believe, we're done. I can't believe this is it. Now we're getting a divorce. Instead, you crying, all that stuff. And then now you're like, we're done. Why? Because you got Erica negative 2.0 waiting for you at the hotel where you staying at for the time being in Las Vegas. Okay. Anyway, all right, moving on. We have Spice. Oh, okay. This is when everybody's doing their little, end of the season type of outro type thing. We have Spice. Sorry. She's at the top of her game, and she's not coming down anytime soon. Don't come down at all. Stay at the top, do your thing, Spice. We got Jock. He's focusing on his mom and working on his marriage. So you say, okay. We got Kendra. She said, next time Jock cheats, she's done. You know how many times she probably said that to herself, and then after he does it again, she's like, okay, I'm gonna forgive you this time, but next time I'm for real. This time it's over. And then he does it again, and she's just like, I know I said I was the last time, but I'm so serious, Jock. This is your last time. This is your last time. And then he does it again, and, it's never ending cycle. So, Kendra, just, okay, you're done. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll all believe it when we see it, but okay. Your family already knows you probably going to stick beside him no matter what, but okay. Mm-hmm. Sure. Whatever you say, Kendra. Whatever you say. We move on to Sierra. Her and Eric. Well, she said Eric is the one for her. She know that for a fact. And they just gotta make it through their trials and tribulations. But he can't just keep trying to flaunt gifts and stuff whenever he wants her to forgive him. Sierra, we haven't talked about your issues in a long time, which I'm glad. But at the same time, you making it seem like, see, this is y'all problem. Y'all always want to play victim. Y'all always want to blame the other person. Never your stuff, what you got going. Sierra, I feel like you personally self-sabotage your relationship sometimes, but Eric must love you because he keep coming back. And all these gifts you somehow, he can't keep doing this with the gifts and stuff, but you love it. He knows what you like. You probably like that shit. That's why he keep doing it. If you really didn't like it, well, stop accepting the gifts then, huh? You're not gonna do that though, cause y'all get on the helicopter airplane. What helicopter? The little helicopter at the end of her outro. That was getting a helicopter. He probably did that as a like, baby, I'm sorry type of thing. Let's do like a helicopter ride to the other side of town or something. Okay, so you accepted that. Okay, Sierra, please. Next, we get to Rennie. I feel bad. I low-key, high-key forgot about her. I forgot she was on this season. But, she probably just taking time for herself, dealing with the loss of her mother, understandably so. So she's all about making her mom proud. Keep doing you, Rennie. I'm glad you're not a homeboy no more. And just focus on you and your kids. We move on to Rashida. She's glad that everybody had a kumbaya moment in between her family, and hope that her dad and Kirk stay cool, and told us that we ain't ready for her daddy, for Daddy Harold. And but we need to be ready. No, no, your daddy can stay right over there, Rashida. We don't need to. We ain't ready. We don't want to be ready. We don't care to be ready. But maybe that's for y'all people in Atlanta. For in Georgia, y'all be ready for her daddy, okay? For those up north in Georgia or wherever y'all be ready. But no thanks. Next we got Mama D. She said she gonna try to mind her own business, and emphasis on try. Okay. That means no, she's not gonna mind her own business. But Scrappy, please stop telling your mama stuff. Please. You knew how your mama was since season one. Well, actually your whole life. So I don't know why you still try to tell her stuff, maybe for the TV show. But at the same time, stop telling your mama stuff, please. We don't need to hear it. Moving on. Scrappy. Speaking of Mama D and Scrappy, he's still working on his music, and he's gonna focus on his wife and kids. And he love his mama at the end of the day. Good for you. Focus on the music. Mm-hmm. Focus on the music and the wife and kids. Yes, yes. Next we get Safari. He's happy to be divorced and he's gonna stay black and die. Nothing about the kids and just focus on your kids too. No. None of that. We didn't mention the kids at all in this thing. Oh. Okay. And then lastly, we have Erica. She's in her confessional look, and I guess she got the call that she's officially divorced. So she's crying and hugging everybody. And then she asks about the custody. She gets the custody. But Safari don't got to pay no type of child support. And Erica's upset. Understandably so. But if that's what they ruled, I mean, I don't know if he was able to do something with his finances to make it seem like he don't got nothing to give. But I'm sorry, the average Joe Schmo out here in these streets don't be getting their salary don't even be 30K and they still gotta pay child support. So Safari, who I know is making more than 30K, I'm sure don't gotta pay no child support. That's interesting. Who is Lori again? Is it still that lady that we saw in like part A of this season? That's unfortunate. But, Erica says she's still going to push through regardless. Good for you, Erica. And then that was the end of this season. 27 episodes, but that was the end of the season. And then we got part 1 and 2 of the reunion. That should be interesting. That should be interesting. How I feel about this season, it was too damn long. But I watched it all, and if they have another season, I'm probably still going to watch that too. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please comment. Let me know what you thought on this season, on this episode about Scrappy and his mama. And I guess I'll see you next week for part 1 of the reunion, guys. Until then, be easy breezy, lemon squeezy. Peace.